because we're getting ready for Christmas, and if we're at Knightsbridge it can only be one thing. Yes, we're going down to the road to that big shop starting with H. No, not Harvey Nichols. It's time to get to the food department and see what fresh food they got ready for this Christmas and New Year. The challenge is set. How much food are you going to watch here before you get up and go and get your own? Yes, it's going to be one of those videos where you're going to watch the food and you're going to reach for something because you're going to feel hungry. Promise. Comes our first alarm, and it's the vegetarian alarm. So here we're over at the fresh meat counter, and as you can see they've got a turkey. That's £135, or you can have a stuffed turkey cushion, which might be quite comfortable, but I'd much rather eat my turkey, but thank you very much anyway. So here we've got the fresh meat, and during this video not only are we going to show you the meat counter, we're going to also show you the fish. We've also got all the cakes and all the stuff that's in there, which is absolutely incredible. And also we're going to take you into the chocolate department for the freshly made chocolate as well. Now they've got stacks and stacks of smoked salmon as well. And if you really fancy pushing the boat out this Christmas, how about a bit of caviar? Or a lot of caviar, as you can see here. And they've got 3 different types. I find it absolutely incredible every time I come up here. I just love coming to Harrods. I have done since I was a young boy, and I used to come up here on my own just to come and see what was going on, because people always used to say, wow, Harrods is one of those things, and it's still retained that many years later. But to walk around the food department or any of the other departments at Harrods always makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It's just one of those amazing places. Now that doesn't mean to say that I could purchase anything that I wanted here, far from it. This is one of those places that I love to bring to you because I love just being here to come and see what's going on. Also, the other incredible thing about Harrods is watching the people that do come here often and come and spend, because they have baskets of food. You won't believe what people buy. And now we hit the world of the cakes, and yeah, it's off again. Right, watch those taste buds. Told you, it's going to make you hungry. And these selection of cakes are to absolutely die for. Now, most of the individual cakes here, let's just give you an idea of price, are about £6 to £8. That's each individual cake, all right? By the way, that domey thing, yeah, that's a lemon meringue. Yeah, an individual lemon meringue. And look, you've got a bit of your own chocolate roll. And how about that? A bit of cheesecake with a chocolate H on the top. Because to be quite honest, if you're going to buy it from Harrods, take it home and impress someone, then you need a chocolate H on the top of it, don't you? And that's a sort of sponge thing. Now, if you really fancy the old-fashioned stuff, that's bread and butter pudding, believe it or not, with the raisins sitting on top, creme brulee, and then over here with the chocolate H on the top with the chocolate dusting on is your own individual tiramisu. Very small. Mind you, probably quite sickly. These individual cakes are £20 each. And how about that one? It's called a 4-inch Christmas pudding. That's how tall it is, but it's not that wide. But for 20 quid. And stay watching, I have a piece of that a little bit later. And yeah, that velvet one, that's completely gone. Now, these are the bigger cakes, and if you want a bigger cake, you can have a slice of it and they'll charge you by the slice. Alternatively, you can buy them, and they're about £80 each, and there were people purchasing them whilst I stood there and filmed. Not that I could film them, because people don't like being filmed when they're purchasing stuff. Oh, by the way, that's a honey cake. Not quite sure what that's all about. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. As you can see with this final one, someone's actually had a slice of that, £6.50 a slice. There you go, and the whole cake £80, and I think that's a carrot cake. You can now understand, if you're going to come shopping in the cake department, why you'd want your own chauffeur. Can you imagine getting this back on the underground? By the time you get down to Knightsbridge station, someone will have bumped into you and it will be well and truly gone, smashed to pieces. Now this is a view inside one of the food halls, but to tell you what, let's have someone else tell you about it. Alright, maybe it's me.
So one of the amazing things to do when you get over to Harrods is come and sit in the coffee bar, which is here in the food hall. And I believe you me, they've got bits of the cake which we've already shown you in this video. You can sit, enjoy a coffee, relax, but be prepared to queue. And sometimes the queue can be 45 minutes to just get a coffee. but it's worth doing because not only do you get a fantastic coffee and also cake, but also it's a chance to sit and watch the world go by, and watch the world go by with food, because I've just bought some coffee from here, which is gorgeous and it's not overpriced if you get the right coffee. But the person in front of me decided they were going to buy £200 worth of coffee. Yeah, that's a kilo. 200 quid a kilo. Anyway, if that's what you fancy for Christmas, why not? Now, I've got that amazing chocolate cake. Let's have a look and see what it tastes like. So let's do a sort of live tasting. Right, here it goes. That is absolutely stunning. And I know the coffee's here is amazing as well, because I've done that before. So wherever you are this Christmas, have a great Christmas and carry on enjoying the video.
See the things we do for people that watch our YouTube channel. Yes, we've got to taste the cake and drink the coffee just so we can tell you how good it is. What a tough job. Right, had me coffee, had me cake. Right, time to get back round the food hall. And I think, why not? Let's go off to the pasta. Now, this is from Pasta Evangelists, and I've seen they've got different shops, etc. around London, and also they're in some of the food markets as well. But this is all fresh pasta. Not only do they do the fresh pasta, but you're going to see just a bit in a second. At the back, they've got various sauces you can buy as well. So you can buy the pasta, buy the sauces, get it home, cook it all up, and it's all done. Wow, beautiful. Pesto sauce. They've also got some really hot sauces to go with that, as well as the sort of standard tomatoey ones and meatball ones, etc. Fancy something a little bit more spicy? Then this area might be especially for you. Now, wherever you're watching this, depending on what time of day you're watching this, I want to know, at what point was it that you started feeling hungry? So here we've got dressed native lobster. I didn't realise you could have it any other way, and there was me coming to Harrods all dressed up as a crab. Obviously I got the wrong invitation, but you can get so many different types of food here. It's absolutely incredible. Also, I just love looking at the presentation, because there's a few things that I've looked at which I've tried to make at home, which never look anything like it. Like fish cakes look nothing like those ones that you can see there. Hope you're loving the video, and if you are, you know what you need to do. Give us a big thumbs up, and if you haven't joined us as a subscriber yet, go on, hit that subscribe button, because 2023 is about to hit us, and we've got loads of videos coming up for you during the year all across London. So we're going from all the meats in the naughty area into the salads. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to show you it, and then we're going to skip over it and get back to the bad stuff. So you've probably come across those meals for one in the local supermarket, you know, the ones you chuck in the microwave, etc. This is the Harrods version. So here you've got cottage pies, you've got lasagnas, you've got all sorts of bits you can take away. And how about these pies? Okay, it's time to check in. How are those taste buds going? How's the drooling? Have you succumbed yet? Have you reached for some food? Let us know. Now here we're in the Chinese food section, and you've got a lovely selection here. But as we go round, yes, you know what you've got to have if you have a Chinese meal. It's crispy aromatic duck. So you've got all the dumplings there in the baskets just behind, but they've got a whole crispy aromatic duck. They've also bought it into little sections there, so you can buy part of it if you like. But that whole Beijing duck is £68. Yes, £68. That doesn't include the spring onions, the lettuce, the pancakes, and the sauce that goes with it as well. Right, earlier we saw the dressed lobster. This is the undressed lobster in a roll. £18 each. And then you've got all your prawns on a roll as well. I wonder how long they keep in the fridge for. Yeah, you probably only want to get those a day or so before Christmas or New Year. The thing about Christmas is you always buy stuff in because you think, oh, so-and-so is going to like that. And nuts are one of those things. But how about these? They've all been done for you. They've taken all the shells off, apart from the pistachios. And to be quite honest, that's the whole fun of pistachios, splitting those and eating them. But you've got all the other ones there. Now, if you're really going for it, how about truffles? Now, I've never seen a truffle before today. And yes, that was right, £11,000 per kilo that was. And here you've got the black winter truffle, which is £250 per 100 grams. Very cheap in comparison. So here you've got your meat selections, you've got your salamis, your sausages, etc. But also over in this area as well, you can get carved ham. And funnily enough, there we go, there's the ham, and they've actually got it slicing off the bone so people can actually have a taste whilst you're there. So once again, why not? Try it. We're heading from one food hall to another. It's time for the chocolates, and you can tell they've done special Christmas chocolates. So what we're going to focus on here is the chocolates they've actually made, which you can come and select. Now, each of these chocolates that you see, each individual one is at £2.50. And look, you've got them in the Harrods green as well. And how about those ones? They're really weird, aren't they? With sort of yellow stripe down there. But I bet they taste absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, but £2.50. And here you can see them actually making the chocolates. And it takes between 2 and 3 hours for each one of those individual chocolates, which are filled with ganache, to set. Now, once they've made these chocolates in a mould, they then put them in a fridge, which is at 14 degrees. Now, apparently that's the temperature that the chocolate needs. I don't know about you, but if that was me, really? Would you leave it in there for 2 to 3 hours to sit? Or would you be like me, in and out and go, it's not quite set yet, but I'm going to have it anyway? There wouldn't be any chocolate left to go on the shelf. And here's a tip for you. If you're coming to Harrods, I did see someone ask if they could have a bit of that slab of chocolate that you've just seen, so they could just taste it to see if they liked it. But they did actually purchase the chocolate. But there's a tip for you if you're coming down here. Right, so which ones of these would you choose? Which colour would be in your basket? So come on then, what was your favourite food at Harrods? And if you had all the money and there was no limit on it at all, what would you buy from what you've seen today, ready for your Christmas or your New Year? Put it in the comments down below, it'd be really great to see. Now, really hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you've enjoyed the sort of things getting ready, the fresh food here at Harrods. Now, if you haven't seen our video on the outside of Harrods and how they've decorated it this year in partnership with Dior, that's the video you need to see next, and I put a link to that up in the top right hand corner. So if you click on that, I'll see you in there.